the fence. At the highest level, we're using their staffers, you know, that they weren't supposed to do it. And so we called a big press conference at the Madison disposal plant. So a lot better smelling here than at the Capitol. But that didn't go over so big. But we had, we just caught the imagination of the people. And they were, you know, I was allowed in 2 of the 5 debates. We raised $500,000 against $25 million. Wow. You know, so it just, we couldn't do 1 television ad. We spent $80,000 in the last 2 weeks on 2 radio ads. So with that, we did extremely well. So what would you say to someone out there about the Libertarian Party? And I think that we're the party of the small businessman. Of course. You know, both you and I are both small businessmen. Of course. And there's no doubt about that. Yeah. I mean, the small businessmen in this country have got to realize that the Republican Party is definitely against them. I mean, they have to hear this, and they have to know it, that the Libertarian Party is the only party that is for the small businessman. And we're starting in Wisconsin. That's who I have. I'm running a campaign for a man that's running for the state assembly. And he's going to get elected, and he's running against a 12-year incumbent. What happened to your running mate? You had a running mate that was a ex-Democrat in the state assembly there. Yeah, he was a Democrat in the assembly for 12 years, and then he was just going to quit that year, and because he was so dissatisfied with the state, you know. And they're good people in both parties. It's just that the parties themselves are corrupt. And I contacted him, and I said, Marty Reynolds was his name, from Ladysmith, a local mayor, wonderful man, and I convinced him to join the Libertarian Party and to take a shot at it. He was a big help. That's wonderful. So did he quit? Is he still Libertarian? He's still Libertarian. We need to get him to run and get back his seat back as a Libertarian. That'd be wonderful. Yeah, it would be. How I would love to get him, because he would win in that area. Yeah, that'd be great. If we can start putting some people in the State House, Mark, that's the key. Yeah. You know, and then if this man wins, this Tom Keister wins in the assembly, where I'm working so hard for him now, and he's a 63-year-old. He owns a restaurant like I do, supper club, and a couple other taverns. Big family, very intelligent, not educated but smart, you know, knows how a buck is made. And he's taken on a 12-year attorney, Republican, and he's going to beat her. That's wonderful. We have, we're getting more and more people getting into city councils, the nonpartisan offices, boards and commissions all over the country. And that's, I think, where, our focus is now, getting into the grassroots, and hopefully then we'll be able to get up into the state assemblies and get partisan libertarians elected. And I encourage you to do that as well, because, state assembly in your area may be doable. Are you thinking about that? I gave it serious consideration this time, and I think I probably could have did that. When I see Representative Ron Paul talk, I want to be out there. I want to, I want to say, run as the Libertarians, Dr. Paul, and I'll be with you out here. And that's what. And I'm giving a serious consideration to making a run for Congress. I think you should, because you have some popularity there. Everyone knows who you are. Yeah, in my area, in that area, I won. Yeah, I beat both. Well, see, and I beat Tommy in our hometown. There you go. And he ran in a 2-way race, and I ran in a 3-way race. There you go. You see, so you can win it, and I really wish you would, because we need to get those L's. You see the D and you see the R. We need to see the L's out there. Maybe 1 or 2 I's, but no L's, and we need an L. We need more. Mark, what you're doing is so tremendous. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Opening up the people to this throughout the country, and this, it is so incredibly important that people just, stop all the rhetoric that's been passed on your whole life, and just take an honest look where we're going. Where their parties are going, where are they taking you? Has your taxes ever went down? Never. No. Has the government always grown bigger? Always. Are you going to believe that's going to change? Never. Where is your civil rights? Do you feel that being protected? Of course not. They're being trampled upon. So look at us. Look at the Libertarian Party. You want to be free? Then join the party that believes in freedom. How else can you do it? So what do you say to young people out there? I think the younger you are, the more you understand that voting is futile.
Because the Republicans and Democrats are the same party.
Yeah, that's one party. No matter how you cut the cake, you call Republicans, Demo-Republicans, I don't care what you call them, it is one party. You know, they're both, you can go with any administration back to the 50s and just watch. It has never made a difference. It's always gotten bigger and cost us more money. And so, regardless if your mother or your father were Republican or Democrat or it's been passed down, they wouldn't have been if they knew what was going on. And it's time for the true patriots, the true lovers of freedom in this country to just stop and just say, where are we going? Please, please open your eyes and see that this is evil. And, you know, Martin Luther said, war is the greatest of all evils. And what are we doing? How many wars have we been in? This president's got us in 2 already.
And he's got to get out of there, or he's losing the election over it. And it was, now we've seen, I think most Americans see, that was a horrible folly.
It was just,
we've made such a worse mess of
it, I think. How many people have lost their lives? How many mothers buried their children? How many people lost their limbs and their eyes over this? Over what?
And I don't think we're going to get anything out of this war over there. It's not going to happen.
What can we possibly win? You know, they say it's for oil, it stays for, you know, please. Nobody has to die. No mother should have to bury their children. No coffin should come home flag draped. You know, how are you going to get people to come our way? By killing them. It's just an evil thing to do. Murder is always wrong, legal or not.
Yeah, I think that the people of Iraq probably don't trust us at all now. And also, how many more terrorists have we created? How many more Osama bin Laden? I do not feel safer. Definitely not. You know, I think that we should have put that money into finding the people that were responsible for 9/11, and then also make sure that this doesn't happen again.
If the mafia did it, we wouldn't have went against war against, you know, Italy, would we? No, I mean, would we?
No, we wouldn't. That's a good analogy.
This was gangsters. This is Al Qaeda. This wasn't a sovereign nation, and terrorism isn't a country. It's a tactic. It's a tactic, and it's a war tactic. And then terrorism is going on since the beginning of time. They sunk the Lusitania. Ireland and England has been going at it. Israel and Palestine. Come on.
And we're getting stuck in this warfare that's just a war that could just go on forever. Ed, I want to thank you for coming out today.
Mark, it's been my pleasure. Thank you so much for allowing me.
And if anyone else out there would like any more information about the Libertarian Party, please join us online at www.lp.org, or you can call 1-800-ELECT-US and we'll send you out a free packet of information. Thanks a lot again, and we'll see you next time on the Libertarian Alternative.